Good morning, Patriots. JT here, Serenity Farms prepping. Busy day. On the way to the dentist. It's only 8 o'clock. Then I gotta drop off a stove to some folks who bought an old propane stove I got. Then I gotta stop and pick up some new chicks to add to the flock. Then I gotta get home and prepare the tractor and snowblower because we got a quote-unquote nor'easter coming starting about 1 or 2 o'clock today and going through till Friday morning. Amount of snow unknown, of course. We could get 4 to 6. We could get 18. We're going to get what we're going to get. Anyway, and we got next Monday on the 8th, I am in the direct path of the solar eclipse that everyone is losing their minds over, and I have posted a video or two on all the very strange, curious, and coincidental happenings that could go on. Right. But this video is about New York State and 2032. Gas vehicles of all kinds are banned in New York State by 2032. That is, sorry, it's warm. That is a mere 8 years from now. There's 9 other states and the swamp are all incorporating the same bullshit. They know damn well that it won't work. EV vehicles will be mandated. Or if you choose not to, no gas vehicles will be mandated. Let's think about this for just a moment and what it's really all about. Now, of course, the states that are going to incorporate this are exactly those that you would think: New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, California, Oregon, DC, and another swamp one, New Mexico. I might have missed one, but you get the drift. I'm sorry, I don't know what's up with mine. So, every on-time delivery in this country, every farm-producing tractor, every emergency vehicle, every snowplow, every garbage truck, every plane, every train, almost every automobile in this country are powered by fossil fuels, gas or diesel. By banning the use of any of these vehicles in their states by 2032, they will knowingly collapse these states totally, completely, 100%. EV vehicles are useless, extremely dangerous. Everybody that has one of those, all those freaking dopes, and I don't care what side of the aisle you fall on, if you're sitting on those batteries right under your nuts and private parts, you are causing cancer. You are subjecting yourself to EMF and 5Gs way more than if you grabbed onto the electric line running by your house. If you really were all in, you'd install a windmill or put a solar panel on your lawn to charge your EV, which is currently charged by fossil fuel generators and produced electricity. The hypocrisy of you scumbags is only lost on yourselves, but you know nothing else. You're virtue signaling. It is not about climate change. EV vehicles give off many, many times more carbon emissions than my gas guzzling truck we're currently using as a video studio. So it's all a scam, all a hoax. It's all for total control. So, because I live in New York, we'll use New York. As Hochul tries to implement this tyrannical, total control, communist policy, amongst others, remember, she has also banned barbecue grills, gas and propane stoves, and heat. That works well where we average 20 to 30 days of below zero temperatures every winter, doesn't it? But once again, it's all part of a bigger plan. A bigger plan known as 15-minute cities and total control. The grid across the United States is a dinosaur. Very old, not upgraded, and the usage demands on it grow every day, especially with the advent of AI, which is another all part of the scheme, and more electronic devices, smart devices, yada, yada, yada. It cannot handle what it has now. But the tyrants attempting to install all these edicts know this. It's part of the plan. So, New York has approximately 20 to 25 million people. 10 to 12 legal Americans in New York City don't really need to drive if they don't want to. 5 suburbs, they can bicycle, they can walk, they can take the metro. That's safe. Basically, they already live in a 15-minute city. But their trash, their snowplow, which are the same vehicles, their emergency services, their ambulances, their fire trucks, police, everything are fossil fuel powered vehicles. What's left of them? They've laid off many to feed, house, and give the illegals everything they want. So the rest of the state, which is well over 6 million acres all spread out, but does have a couple other cesspool shithole cities like Rochester and Syracuse. Everywhere we have to go. For instance, I'm driving 22 miles to the dentist and then 22 miles back. I have a few stops I'm going to make along the way that'll probably accumulate another 10 or 15 miles. If you're in New York City, everything you're going to do, you could literally walk to. You might not want to, but you could. I cannot. So, what happens to those of us who refuse to give up our gas vehicles? How is Hochul going to orchestrate this ban? Is she going to ban just personal gas-powered vehicles? I believe that is... Sorry, phone rang. She is dumb but not stupid. So she is going to probably leave all emergency service vehicles as gas and fossil fuel powered. But that's it. But here's another issue. All deliveries coming into cesspool shithole New York City and up here where I live are by fossil fuel powered vehicles. If she is truly banning them, then she won't allow any of them into the city because they'll be emitting CO2. Oh, yeah, and every generator, every massive backup emergency generator at every hospital, every school, every factory, every nuclear powered plant, any building of any size all fossil fuel powered. Is she just automatically going to turn off all the generators at nuclear power plants? The backup generators at water and sewer plants are diesel powered. You get where this is all going. Have they thought it through? Yes and no. One, they don't really care. Two, they know what the ultimate goal is, but the people making these decisions, they're already safe and secure and going to be provided for. So they don't care. They know what it leads to. Anarchy, chaos, terror, riots, looting, burning, assaulting, murdering, and they don't care. It will eliminate millions of the population they don't want anyway. So once the dust settles, there will be a CBDC, total control, a UBI, total control, and kilowatt hours. With all electric vehicles, all electric houses, and the grid not being able to handle it, they're going to have to implement kilowatt rationing, which would go along with food rationing, health rationing, and every other rationing they're going to have to implement. Now, also, let me stress this for all the folks who don't live in one of the 3 or 4 cesspool shithole cities in New York State, like me. And the overwhelming majority of people in the state live rurally. They don't care what happens to us. They don't care if we can survive day to day. That's not in the plan. They will say, if you want to survive, you must conform and adapt and move to one of these cities. Once again, the plan. So, what happens? Because if they're going to ban all gas-powered vehicles, then they have to ban all gas stations, except for the fuel depots that they will have for themselves and what gas-powered utilities, vehicles, tools, etc. they need. The rest of us won't be able to get any. So my truck becomes a paperweight. Yes, I can start stocking up on gas now. Most of that gas will be no good within a year or two. Gas does not last. My truck is gas. I can get diesel. That lasts a few more years. But how much can I store? Because no matter how much I have, I got to rotate it out 2 or 3 times before the ban comes in. Then I won't be able to get any. You're going to see them start shutting down gas stations long before the vehicle ban to nudge people along. Do you see where all this is going? I believe she also is trying to institute right now that in order to get a semi-automatic weapon, you have to have a permit. AKA the dreaded Armalite rifle. Do you see where all this is going? I could write it on a piece of paper, but I don't think some of you are going to get it. Oh, there'll be that one aha moment right before you realize everything that guys like me and all the other undefeated conspiracy theorists tried to warn you about for years. Now, Hochul is up for reselection before that time period. I'm just wondering if all the demtard sheeple knuckleheads in New York City that voted her stupid ass in Mayor Adams in, all the Democrats in Albany in with one-party rule, if they're all finally fed up with losing their houses, New York taxpayers are going to fit the bill. Everybody in New York that will take an illegal into a bedroom will get $15,000 a month per bedroom, or $37.50 a week for one illegal. You got a 4-bedroom house? Bing! Then if they bring in families, I think it's $125 a day per illegal invading military age scumbag. Now, coincidentally, BlackRock has bought almost every single family home they can get their hands on. BlackRock holds the mortgages on all these houses. BlackRock will be guaranteed funding from the state of New York to pay for those houses. See how this all works? That's all I got for now. Jake T, signing out.